Welcome to Happiness Matters Podcast Edition. I'm Goddess Valentina, the Healing Goddess. I have a passion and quest to help anyone whose heart is open to receive enlightenment, love, and just a heartfelt message. I will continue to add to the universe light and inspiration for the people. When you feel better, you do better. Hey everyone, my message today is about how we create our own suffering. People don't like this message, but people have so much fears and so concerns, and they're so worried, and they don't want these things to happen, and they keep thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and then it comes to them. It's frightening. It's a frightening experience. And, I have compassion because I used to have panic attacks until I had to take the power out of people's hands and put it in mine. And when I've learned to do that, panic attacks stopped. But for 1 second, if there's a shift in power, they come right back, which is crazy. But I haven't had a panic attack in a long time, and they can be very debilitating. But, also in different faiths, fear is taught, be fear-based is taught all the time, which really sucks, because this is the universal energy is very loving. It's very unconditional. It's very beautiful, and it's very flowing. And so for us to have so much fear in ourselves, it so sucks. Like what you think about, it's like you have to know that you are an energy being, and you're physical. Yeah, you have a physical body, but you also are extremely energy, and you radiate that. And it doesn't matter how beautiful you look and how pretty you can dress, what's deep rooted in you is what radiates out. And children and animals would be the first to tell you about yourself because they can pick up on that very quickly. We have to learn to speak power into our life and not create the nightmares. I've seen so many nightmares that I've created and others have created, and it's sad to see people suffer. And sometimes I have friends and I tell them, you need parental supervision, because sometimes, people really make really bad decisions. And there's this one area that I'm very familiar with, which I can talk about, is being nice and being pleasant, and people to see me a certain way, and this is how I want to be. And you can become passive aggressive, you can become lukewarm, and you can become shitty with this behavior type. You want to walk in authenticity. You want to be assertive. I don't like the word nice. To me, the word nice is weak. I like pleasant. I'm pleasantly strong, and I'm pleasant, and I'm wise, and I have discretion, and I know what feels right to me and what doesn't feel right to me. And that's the way I'm going to move. Because it's never about it's never about the other person. It's about your path. You need to be authentic to your path. If you're being too agreeable to other people's paths, you lose your power. People like, well, I don't even know what my path is. Like, I'm just floating in the wind. Well, if you're floating in the wind, I get it, because I was floating in the wind too. And it seems like other people's lives seem to be a little bit interesting, and you want to donate to the cause. And I'm trying to, I feel that we need to know what our path is, not what our passions are, because that's so hard. Some people leave this earth and never know what their passions are. Sometimes passions can't make you rich, and sometimes your passions can make you rich, depending on, what it is. But I'm talking about your path and making sure. Now, the way you get on your path is you really need to work on healing. You need an energy healer. You need to work with somebody that, one, you're not unloading. They're not like someone that you just constantly bitch and moan about. You can't do that to an energy healer. You will, if that energy healer is not strong with guarding and shielding their energy, you could drain them. And they're here as a light and a guide because they're connected to get you connected. Okay. So, you want to say, I want to be on my path. How do I get on my path? Okay, first it starts with cleansing ourselves, our minds. Those three monkeys, hear no evil, see no evil. What is it? Hear no evil, see no evil, say no evil. Yeah, that is like, if you just follow the three monkeys, they'll be on your way to the path. We block ourselves from so much goodness and so much greatness. Being critical, being judgmental, being gossip, being manipulative, being a liar, being cunning, being deceptive, being just disregard for human life, all of these things, just being shitty, having a low moral compass, being, as they call it, lukewarm, not taking accountability, being lazy, being sloth, all of these disgusting things that we can pick up along the way. You got to clean that out. You got to clean that out, and you got to be honest to identify with it, and you really need to have gratitude and thankfulness. I'm thankful just to be able to work today. I'm thankful to maybe I'm not working today. I'm thankful for, that I'm alive, that I have another chance to get it right, and even if I'm just sitting here and I feel like I'm rotting, I have a chance. If my mind just works and nothing else does, I have another day to recalibrate my mind and get it right. Your heart mind is so much stronger than your head mind. But if your heart mind is blocked and then you're just using your head mind, and it's just full of doubt, fear, negativity, pessimism, sarcasm, all of that disgusting stuff, whoa. One, you'll have not so many people around you. Two, life energy will be very spotty and not flowy. And three, you just won't receive the beauty that you deserve. We try to make this energy, this element, what we want, and but if we slow down and we just focus on what we want, slow down what we want, and continue on the good path, we'll be in good shape. I like to look at the end result. I love looking at what would the end result look like? What would the end result feel like? With everything I do, and what are the steps I need to get there? The path is, getting on the path is having that connection, and starting to cleanse ourselves and start on our behaviors, getting on the path and being assertive. See, when you know what that feeling is, and if you know about, and you're working to get on the path, then you will make better decisions for your life. You won't be accepting stuff or volunteering for things that doesn't align with your path. And once you are aware of this, then you become powerful. You make better decisions, and your life will have more harmony. And we need to really understand this piece. It's just like people who go to church and they're very religious and they go to church and they're hearing the word, they're getting inspired, but they're not doing anything with it. I think that's the worst, because they're getting, a heartfelt message to get them inspired, but they just don't go. And maybe they're still lost too. There's a lot of people who are in the church who are still very lost and struggling with lots of things. And so this is a universal message. It's about really just getting that beautiful connection with ourselves and learning to make decisions for our path, for our greatness. And if partnering with somebody else is a part of that, because we will have partners along the way in our path, then of course, because it just makes it bigger and brighter for your life, But we just need to be certain, and that is with really sitting down with yourself, really taking the time, working with an energy healer. And that takes time, because there's a lot of deep rootedness in people, and we need to uproot that stuff first, because those are the blockages from getting on the path. The grudges, the hate, the selfishness, the self-centeredness, just the ugliness. And once we can clear that, now we have fresh soil to work on. Now we can start planting and bringing in harvest, but it's a lot of things. I know someone who's judgmental and holds grudges. And they said, I will hold this grudge until I die. And, that's her right to hold that grudge. And, but it's like it's blocking you as well as it can block them, but it's blocking you too. So you think you're doing something, but you're actually causing havoc on your energy system. It's like having a blockage in a valve or something, and the fluid can't pass through. You're causing that energy block. And when you're blocked, you start to get depression, you start to get frustrated, and then you'll start to do reckless things and just cause more damnation in your life. So, we need to understand why we're doing these things, and, stop causing the nightmares in our life, and to really clear out this negative things that are in us, and it takes a lot of work, and working, helping, working with crystals, especially black obsidian, really helps with releasing a lot of that stuff. Healing work is not easy. It's very painful. We have a lot of things buried down there. But, those things cause illness. Those things can cause cancer, sickness, and disease. We need to uproot and lift all of that. Why are we holding on to weight when our lives are happy? Why? Because there's still some deep-rooted things or some conversation that we had with ourselves that's deep in our subconscious, and it triggered something, and now you're gaining weight for no reason. It's a whole bunch of things. Our systems are very sensitive, and we need to understand how to work how to function in this universe. How does energy work? And what can we do to bring blessings and healing into our lives? We have the power to do that, and we should do that. And, we need more people out here, more messages, to get the message out here, to help people to really think and to really be focused about these things. So anyway, thank you so much. I hope this message was insightful. I enjoy doing it. And I have a healing shop on SD.com called Happiness Matters 88. And it has a lot of energy healing with incense and baths and readings and stuff to raise you up and to help you get on that path, and so you can make better decisions for yourself. Anyway, have a good day, and talk with you soon. Bye.